Welcome to the Next Dimension Tales 3D Storytelling video series. Authors and artists Shannon Albright, Darina Bree, Nara Malone, and Siobhan Muir have been exploring 3D storytelling together for more than 10 years. To kick off our series, we decided to take up the Unity 3D Challenge to try animated storytelling with their editing platform. They promise we can tell a story using their game engine without writing a single line of code. They have a tutorial designed to show authors and artists how easy it is to use Unity 3D for storytelling. Over the next few weeks, we will be doing their tutorial together, sharing our thoughts, our results, and the unique twists we bring to the process. You can find links to download Unity 3D and the tutorial we are following in the description.
Okay, welcome back to Next Dimension Tales. We're going to fill out our city now that we have the multi-layered high-rises. Oh, and I'm Siobhan Muir, and I'm here with Nara Malone and Darina Bree. And I'm speaking today because Nara has a bad cold, so you'll be getting my tutorial. So we're going to fill out the city a little bit better and give different shapes and sizes to our buildings. And originally, the tutorial we used said to make 6 empty game objects and like go to game object and then empty and name them. Large 4 buildings, medium 4 buildings, things like that. But while that can be useful in making a bunch of cubes and organizing them in the hierarchy, we chose to go a different direction to aid in both construction and visualization. So first, what we're going to do this time is make a cube, Dorina, and scale it by x15, y16, and z15.
Okay, can you give me those again?
So yeah, go to the x15.
Yes.
Y16 and z15.
Let me bring it to the forefront here.
Yeah.
I think it's above ground. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, that works.
That's good. It's nice to see it. You can right-click on your Assets folder under the Project tab. And when the menu comes up, we're going to actually put colors on these to make them more visible. And you can choose any colors you like, but these are the colors that I chose. So first what you do is you go to the menu. When the menu comes up on the Assets folder under the Project tab, so right-click on that.
Did I do that? Yes.
Okay. And then choose Create and Material.
Create. Material.
And a new menu will come up in the Inspector tab, and under Surface Inputs, directly adjacent to Base Map. Yeah. Will be a box with an eyedropper. Click on the box beside the eyedropper, and the color wheel will come up.
There we go.
Yeah. So what I chose to do is I use the hexadecimal color F7AF7E. Again, you can change these, but this was easier.
AF7E. Nice.
Yeah.
What color are we naming it?
I named that one Gold.
Gold?
Gold, yeah.
Oh, I guess I have my caps lock on. There, we have gold.
And then you drag that up into your hierarchy and drop it on that new cube.
And nice.
Yeah, it turns it gold. So when you have that cube done, since it's a big cube, I renamed it Gold Large or LRG, whatever you want to do.
What's that?
That works great. Then what I did is using the Control D, I duplicated it twice to make 2 more of those big cubes.
Okay.
Great. Now we arrange them in front of the multi-high rises just to kind of give it a sense of how the city looks with these big cubes in front of those other buildings.
Like this, or are you meaning something different?
Well, you could either leave them all in a row, or you could arrange them like your other structures in kind of shifting them around and showing where streets are to make it look more like a city. And every way you do this there is no right or wrong way to do it. It's very easy to move things around when you want to and position them.
Yeah.
As you can see by Dorina moving not only her view, but also using those toggle switches at the top. It's X, Y, and Z. She gives it a great way of changing perspective so she can move the cubes where she wants to.
And I think I'm going to leave them here because a lot of these cities that I grew up walking down the streets of are very, very organized and everything was the streets go south to north and west to east.
Yeah, everything's
So-
kind of stuck in line.
Yeah. So I'm just going to leave it like this
All right.
for now. I mean, I might change my mind later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good plan.
So we're going to make a new set of cubes. These are going to also be kind of on the large side. So again, go to Game Object, 3D Object and Cube. And this one, the X scale will be 7. Y is 15. And Z is 10.
And let's see what happened to it. I think it went underneath.
On your position,
there it
you
is.
should put your Y to 0.
Oh, good point.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's a good reminder.
that is a good reminder. Thank you. Now that makes it so that it comes up into the
Yeah.
middle.
The
of
reason it wasn't all the way up is because you didn't have the Y at 0 when you made the cube. You resized it when the Y was below ground.
Oh, that's
all. No big.
That's good to know, actually, for later dates.
Right. Okay, so this one, when we right click on the asset folder under the project tab, again, we choose create and material and click on the box with the eyedropper. And this time we use the hexadecimal color F7987F.
Kind of a peachy.
That's exactly what we call it. We call it peach.
And you want me to put it on top of the new cube?
You can, let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely drag it up onto the new cube. Yes. And then make copies of that one.
Rename it first.
Oh, right. Rename it to large peach or peach large. Yep. And then duplicate it. How about duplicate it 3 more times?
Okay.
And then arrange them near the other big cubes.
How near?
Like close to them.
Like that?
Yeah, like they might be extensions of each other.
Oh.
Ooh, tricky.
We got an extra one here.
Yeah.
So one of them's going to be a big building. Let's see what that looks like.
Nice.
Cool.
I had the camera a little too far away to see that there's space in between.
And this is where I say,
There
save
we
your
go.
work.
Oh,
Save your work.
yes. Thank you.
You are welcome. That way all this work that you've done by coloring the blocks and moving them where you want them is saved.
Whatever program you work in, save often. I mean, I'm
Yes.
sure that you learned that from the word processing programs.
Oh, yes. I have lost many a document by not doing that, which makes me cry.
All memories.
Oh, memories. That's right. Okay, so now we're going to start filling out the city a little bit more. So we're going to make a new cube and make sure that your positioning Y is 0. And for the scale, it's 7 for X, sorry. Y is also 7 and Z is 14. Yeah, that's going to be a good size. All right, this one, under your Assets folder, right-click on the Project tab and choose Create. And then...
Darina, your screen's blank. All right, so now we're back. Siobhan, if you could figure out where you were.
I think so. Well, we're going to add the new material again. So this time we right-click on your Assets folder under the Project tab, Create Material.
What color is this one?
This one, when we click on the
Box.
eyedropper, is the hexadecimal color is FB92B8. And this one we call pink.
Pink.
Pink. And this will be when we rename the cube after we drag the material up onto it in the hierarchy. We'll name this cube Pink Medium or Mead. And then this one, we're going to make 2 more copies. And we arrange them with the others.
Just any which way?
Any which way, because eventually what we're going to do is group these things together. So right now I'm just trying to get you to move them close, and then we can start adding them in groups, but that'll be later.
Can I put one on top of another?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nice. And the color looks cool. Makes it really visually appealing, as well as being able to see the different blocks.
Yeah, you can see them a lot better than the standard gray issue. And I agree with the visual appealing. I'm going to rotate this one around. Come up here to the rotate tool. And you can see on the right hand transform how it moves. I'm just going to cheat here. It's not really cheating. Make that 90 degrees.
That's a neat trick.
That's a busy street.
It is a very busy street. It's probably Rodeo Drive. Okay. So we're going to keep making cubes and keep building this out. And so the new cube at position number or 0, remember Y position 0. So we'll
I need to make a new cube.
Game object, 3D object, cube. This one, the scale will be X10, Y4, Z17. This is another medium.
Where did it go?
Right there.
Oh, it decided to be friendly to the other buildings this time.
It's very happy.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to make a new material. So again, it's right-click on your assets folder. Choose create material. Yep. And click on the eyedropper.
And what's my code?
Your code is A9A7EB, and this one is called Mauve.
What's it called?
Mauve. Mauve. Mauve.
Did I get the right color?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so.
and we will put it on the cube. Aww.
That's right. Oh, look how purple it is.
And what are we going to name this? Mauve what?
Medium or mead.
Medium? Okay.
And let's make 4 or 3 copies of that one.
I'm not sure what I want to do with these.
They might be good rotated too. Like maybe up on their sides.
That's cool.
Yeah. I've seen tall, skinny buildings like that. New York City. In San Francisco. Now that I think about it.
I wonder what it will look like if I do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do 2. Now, I guess that needs to be on a different street. Like there needs to be a boulevard between them.
Sure. Nice.
Whoa!
We got
I
up
want
close
to
and
go to
personal.
work today. Okay,
Excellent. Save your work.
thank you. I am going to move this over a little.
As you can see, your city is coming together. And so take some time to move your cubes to give the appearance of many buildings with roads between them, as she's been doing. She says that there's a boulevard there. It's absolutely true. And you can always move the buildings and have different colors on those boulevards. So if you would like to have one of the peach ones on the same road as the mauve ones, that's absolutely possible.
You can do that.
And you can
Your
arrange it
city.
any way you want to. Now, I know it looks like we have a lot of cubes, but we are going to arrange them into their own configuration at the end.
Okay, there we have it. That's
Look
the
at
way it's
that.
going to happen for now. So maybe we'll move this one.
Nice.
Have it a little different.
Yeah, and that's a good way of doing it because then nobody's city's going to look the same. You can always move it the way you want it.
Mm-hmm. It's your city.
It's your city. Do what you want. Okay, we're going to make 2 more sets of cubes. These will be the small buildings. So let's start with the first one. So we make game object,
Oh, wrong place.
3D object, and cube. The position of the cube should be y = 0. And when you're looking at the scale, x = 6, y = 8, and z = 6. There you go. And this little one will probably end up positioning on top of some of the other big ones, but for now, we're going to right-click on your Assets folder under the Project tab. And when the menu comes up, choose Create Material. And click on the box of the eyedropper. And this hexadecimal color is C8589F. Yep.
Yeah.
And that one I called in the new material, I renamed it Berry. And we drag that one onto our new little cube.
Oh, that's hot.
Hot. That's right. And you're going to make 4 copies of that one.
And this is considered small, right?
Yes, this is a small one. Very small. It's very small.
Did you say 4 copies?
4 copies.
Nope, I gotta get closer here.
It's kind of fun to see all those colors and the little blocks going here and there.
Yeah.
Meditative to watch someone build.
I'm assuming this is what you want me to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's your city. You get to move them wherever you'd like them.
Oh, that looks like a door. That's cool.
It does. Like that could be the fire station. The big door that the engines come out.
Well, let me turn it around.
You could put 2 in there and make double doors.
That's right.
That was the wrong place. Oh,
That would work too.
Which one was it? It's this one. Well, kind of somewhat coming out. One more. Where do you want to go? Gonna go up in the air. We'll put you down here too. I kind of like that color combo. Anyway.
Yeah,
How's
that's
that?
pretty good.
That's
Look
good.
at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last cube you'll get to make is game object, 3D object, cube. Y position is 0. And the size of the scale is X equals 7, Y equals 5, and Z equals 8. So this will be another small one. And right click on your assets folder.
One moment.
Unless you move it around.
Create
Material. Click the eyedropper. And this hexadecimal is EA5768.
Okay.
And I named this one Blush because it looks like a pink wine.
It does.
And then we drag that onto our cube up there. Well, actually, do you want to rename the cube first?
No, you can do it however you want.
Yeah, drag it up on the cube.
See how it looks. And then you want blush small, right?
Blush small, that's right. And this one, we'll duplicate it 2 more times.
I know it seems like you're making a lot of blocks, but really the idea is to get you familiar with using the tools and moving things around and making
Right.
it come to 0 and using your camera. So you're getting a lot of practice and all that. You're turning into a building pro here.
And again, you can always move these cubes wherever you want to put them.
Yeah.
Like she could leave those small blocks out front as if the city is getting smaller the closer we get to the outskirts. Or she can stack them on the others.
It's having problems hearing you.
Yeah, it got a little broken up a bit at the end there, Siobhan.
Oh, sorry. What I said was she could leave those buildings out front as if you got to the outskirts of the city, or she could stack them on top of the other cubes.
That's true.
And once you've positioned these cubes where you want them, save your work. just in case the electricity goes out and you know.
There's so many just in cases when it comes to technology.
It is so true. And the last thing you want to do is be really frustrated after doing all this work.
Yeah. I don't like crying.
I don't either. And remember, one of the things about this is if you don't know if you've saved your work or not, look up to the top of the screen where it says Unity
That's
tutorial
right.
video. And if there's an asterisk after the personal word in the top of that screen, it shows you have not saved your work. So definitely
I have not
save
saved my work.
So save your work.
I'm saving my work.
Yay. Deep breath. I feel better now.
I don't like that there. I'm going to move it.
Nice.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So save again to save that change.
Yeah. See, asterisks. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so normally in the tutorial that they had put up there, you'd nest these cubes in like small 4 buildings 2 and large 4 building, etc. Game objects in the hierarchy. But that means you have to move these cubes individually when they're already placed. So we decided to make things easier. We would choose a group of them together in different sizes and put them in their own game object. So we're going to make some empty game objects. So you go up to game object, empty, create empty. And then we're going to name them foreground group. And use the duplicate option to make 4 or 5 of these.
So your very foreground buildings, the blue and the red, so you have 4 of those. You might make 4 of the foreground groups that way. You think, Siobhan?
Yeah, I said 4 to 5. It just depends on how you want to group things together. And then what I did is in your scene, holding the control key, click on the groups of different sized cubes until they are highlighted in the hierarchy, and then drag those cubes into one of the foreground group empties.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And then drag those.
See that here.
Yeah, so you
So
want
you
to
can
drag
just-
those into foreground group. Yeah,
One. Yeah, whichever
you're in
one.
blush small right now. You want to go. There you go. You got it in there. So drop that little arrow down and you can see it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there they are. Yeah. And that way you can grab different sizes and put them all together and say, okay, this is going to be a different group too.
Yeah, and then each of your groups is a building rather than a group of a certain size block, the way they had done it.
That makes more sense for rearranging, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But everybody has a different way of organizing what they're doing, so it's whatever.
And then you can make another
Makes sense
foreground
to the
group
individual.
for the big ones in the background.
Yeah. Oh, I need to do foreground group. I'm doing this because
Maybe call
I had
that
already
one
put-
large or something. You know.
Yeah,
foreground
but do
group
that one
large.
called large and copy those.
yeah, that'll work. And then do, let's see, there's going to be 2 more left of that. So 2 more.
You've got. There you go.
And then
It'll organize your hierarchy as well as keeping them all together so you can move them as a group and you won't screw up your placement.
Yeah.
right.
There you go.
Ta-da.
Save your work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Now
usually
we
need
have all
somebody
the
in my ear when
buildings?
I'm doing work to say that to me.
Do we have all the buildings now, Dorina? Are they all in a
I
group?
think so.
There's none behind those big
What?
ones.
You click the foreground group and see and
Yeah.
rotate your view.
Well, you can tell in the hierarchy, there's nothing else.
Oh, I see.
Individual, yeah,
Yeah, so that's a lot neater.
it is. And they're together. So why don't you click on that blue arrow and move that group that's already highlighted and show people how it moves together now.
Oops. There it is.
So you can like rotate these?
Yes, and you can rotate them if you don't want them in that configuration. You can change their placement that way too.
Yeah. Wee. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
would
where
have
the
to.
pivot is. You
You would just have to rotate it the way you want it, and then
move it again.
yeah.
I mean,
We
I'm not
probably should have
exactly sure.
made sure the game objects that you made were at like 000 when they came in, but
Yeah. I think all
That's
the
a good point.
groups, all the groups that I made copies of have the same pivot point.
Mm.
that's okay. You
But
know,
yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
looks good.
It
Is
does.
that
Remember to
all
save
we
it.
needed to do?
Yeah.
That's all we needed to do just to get those groups together to get our clean hierarchy.
Oh, cool.
And we are saved.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Say bye.
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 Bye.